But he was from Canada, so, it was spelled that way. Joff. And I had read about Lybia in a big book, I think Lonely Planet, maybe Rough Guide, but one of the sort of, funky guides that was on the entire continent of Africa. And when I read about Lybia, I thought, I want to go. I want to see Leptis Magna. I want to see these other things. And, in the fine print it said, you cannot travel except with a group. And somehow I managed to be traveling with alumni of the University of California at Berkeley. So at some point in the trip, after a series of mishaps, including my getting deported the day I arrived because the company that had arranged for us to be there just hadn't done my paperwork. So I got to go back to Italy. I think I left from Milan, went to Tripoli, and then ended up in Rome. Or I left from Rome, went to Tripoli, and ended up in Milan. I can't remember because it was a bit traumatic. But I still decided I'm going to go on the trip. Great. My luggage never arrived. There were things like I love staying in crummy hotels, but I'd like them to have a toilet seat. I had toilet seats, but some of our people never had toilet seats or didn't have a working light in the middle of the night. So all kinds of mishaps happen. So someone in our group decided on March 31st, March 30th, March 31st, that we should do an April Fool's prank on one of our leaders. So she decided, let's do an April Fool's joke and all pretend like we're falling asleep during his lecture. I just didn't think that was a really good joke. So I approached some other people on the trip and said, let's get her. And we figured out that after he made his presentation, he would announce that we were leaving the next morning to go to another city. And so the guy said, and so now, tomorrow, the bus is leaving at, I don't know if he said 7, 8, and the rest of us nodded as if we understood because we were all in on the con. And she went, what? No, what? And panicked. And we extended it for maybe a minute or two, and this guy is very dry, and we're all kind of nodding like we all knew this, and she was panicking. And then he said, oh no, April Fools. And it took her another couple of minutes to come down. But I have a photo of her laughing. But I'm surprised she wasn't also crying from the way that when you get your adrenaline up, and you're ready to do fight or flight or freeze or faint, and then the threat goes away, and then tears roll down your face. She wasn't doing that. But still, I think it was a pretty good joke. April Fools!